Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela. Today we are going to be talking about how to overcome social media anxiety when it comes to posting online and judgment that you think you're going to receive from friends and family, and just how to take that first step to posting online, especially if you're really scared. I am someone who, I'm not even kidding, I was so scared of posting remotely anything online, even a selfie or just like any photo, that I was like, I think I genuinely look good here. Like, I was so scared because I always thought that people in my life or people in general were just gonna judge me and be like, she thinks that she's all that, she thinks she looks good. I was always so afraid, and now that I am in the social media space basically as like my part-time job, I had to kind of force myself to be in the position that I am right now. So today's video is going to be all about how to overcome that anxiety and just tips and things that have personally helped me get to where I am today. So if you guys want to learn more about that, then keep on watching. My first tip when it comes to overcoming the social media anxiety is when you are shooting content or going to an event, have a friend or someone close to you come do these things with you. Over time, you are going to build enough comfort to have the capability to go alone. So for example, when I was first starting out in the content creation industry, I like would always go out and shoot content with my sister. To this day, I still shoot content with either her or my boyfriend, or like if I'm on vacation or something, like I will always have somebody help me shoot content. And when I was first starting out, I was so embarrassed to be shooting photos in public. Like I literally was like, anything, literally anything is better than like doing what I'm doing right now, because I was like, people are watching me, people are judging me, they're like, who does this girl think she is? Like, this is so embarrassing. But I realized that if you just bring someone or you do these things with someone that you're close with who can basically force you out of this shell, it is going to make it so much easier. For example, when I shoot content with my sister and there's like people walking by and I'm like,
Gianna, like I don't want to take a photo right now, like can we wait until they pass and like walk by? She's like, no, like they don't know you, it doesn't matter, like you don't know who people are, who cares, like you can do it. And she just
urges me to like have that push to just be like, you know what, like I don't care, like you're right, like it doesn't matter if these people don't know me or if they're judging me in their head, they don't know who I am, like I just need to get this content. Like if you have someone who is close with you to basically force you to get out of this shell, then you are going to be great. And especially this is going to help in the future when you have to go to events, because I used to take my sister or my boyfriend with me to events because I was really scared to go alone. And then over time, as I started going to more and more and I started getting more comfortable in the setting and the area, I realized, you know what, this isn't that bad. And now I've actually been to quite a few events alone, and I actually go to a few things alone now because I realized, you know what, like I've done this before with other people, I'm comfortable enough, I can talk to people. And you know, there's always going to be people at events that are content creators or people who are in the same industry as you, so it's not really that scary because you're still surrounded by people who do the same thing you do. So I feel like that also gives me like a little bit of comfort knowing that there's other people here who also talk to their phones or talk to their camera just like how I am right now. Number 2, and this is like one of the most important tips: remove people from social media that you don't want following you. Remove people that you think are gonna talk about you, are gonna like send your photos to their friends and be like, who does she think she is? Like, I am telling you guys, remove those kinds of people from social media, because number 1, that is just going to affect your mental health so bad, because every time you post, you're just going to think, what are these group of girls going to think of me? What are these people from high school going to think? Like this, that. Like, you're going to think every excuse in the book to not post that video or not post that picture because you think these people from high school are literally going to judge you, or you think people from like however many years ago you met are going to judge you. I'm telling you, the first thing you have to do before you even start remotely doing anything related to social media is remove people from online. I cannot tell you how many times my friends will be like, oh, do you follow this person, do you follow that? I'm like, no, I don't follow anybody, I don't follow this person, I don't follow that person. Like, as soon as I graduated high school, I removed as much people as I could that I knew were either gonna judge me or just that were gonna like have some sort of opinion on what I was doing. That literally like kept me up at night, like knowing that I was gonna post a photo tomorrow and these people were gonna see it just gave me so much anxiety that at night I would literally be in my bed like, I can't do this anymore. I would completely reroute my entire mind on everything, and I was just like, I can't do this. And that is so terrible that like our minds can let us think that people's opinions matter that much when they don't. So I'm telling you guys, first thing is first, remove. It's not rude. You're doing this for yourself. You're putting yourself first, and you're realizing, you know, this is something I want to do. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who want to start on social media, you eventually want it to be income that can be, you know, your side hustle. You eventually want it to be something that, you know, can potentially go full-time maybe. Start now and just remove literally anybody that you just think is just not good to be like in. Like, your phone is your safe space. Your phone is your phone. You should not have anxiety from going on your phone and being like, what are these people gonna think of me? Like, no. Remove, block, unfollow, do whatever you have to do, and start posting your content. Number 3, if you don't already have a journal, you're gonna have to go out and buy one for number 3. But what has really helped me overcome my social media anxiety, write out the version of yourself that you want to be. Write out the best version of like your dream self. I'm pretty sure that when we think about our future, whether it's 3 years from now, 5 years, 10 years from now, we imagine like this version of ourselves that is just like, you got the job, you got the apartment, you got the house that you want, you're living the life, you're with your dream partner. Like, we imagine this life for ourselves, and it's so important to write that out, because visually, like, you want to see that, you want to write it out and actually believe it. And so this is what I do. I have 2 journals. So this is a little journal that I got from Target. It says, per my last email. I thought that was cute, because I literally write, I don't even know how many emails a week, so I thought that this was funny. I just have like a bunch of things. I literally write in here every single day, just like random things. I have everything color coded. But having a journal like this where you can just write out your thoughts, write out the best version of yourself, who you want to be, and working towards that every single day, like, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna make such a difference. Even if I am not writing about like my future self, I love having a journal just to write out how my day went, how I feel, if I'm happy, if I'm sad. Just being able to go back to a journal at the end of the day and just write out your feelings is so good, especially when really good things happen too. Like, when I come back from an event and I'm like on that high and I'm like, oh my god, like, I can't believe this, I just went to an event, this is so insane. I come here and immediately just write a few sentences about how I feel. I'm like, this was so fun, I can't believe I'm going to these kinds of things. Like, I will just write it out in here. So get a journal, and again, just envision that version of yourself. Make a Pinterest board and pin a bunch of pictures of the girl you want to be, the guy you want to be. Like, literally just write it out, envision it, print out these pictures, make a vision board, and just go full force into this. But first, write it out. And I also have a separate journal. This is just a prayer journal. I love incorporating a little bit of God into my every single day. This is a prayer journal from Amazon. It's so good. It has 52 weeks for the entire year. It has scriptures, it has little prompts in here, and I just love to write out like what I'm grateful for, what I want God to help me work through, and anything that I just like need a little bit more guidance on. Having a prayer journal is literally everything. Again, totally optional, but I love having a mix of both. Just a personal journal where I can just write out the version of myself that I want to be, and then having a prayer journal just to kind of balance everything out. Put a little bit of God in my day is literally just everything. Number 4 is surround yourself with people in the same industry that you are in or that you want to be in, and really learn and motivate yourself from these people. There's that saying that it's like, if you hang around, I think like 3 people that are like a certain way, you're going to be the 4th one. So for example, if you hang around 3 lazy people, you're going to be the 4th lazy person, because if you're hanging around all these lazy people, you're going to be lazy too. Surround yourself by people who are in the same industry as you, or the industry you want to be in. And again, this does not mean you need to cut off your friends that are not doing what you're doing. Like, for example, I have a lot of friends that are not content creators. I have maybe like 1 or 2 friends where I live that are content creators. And then all of my other content creator friends are literally from people that I've met at events, or people that I just know from social media that I've eventually met in real life. So again, just try to surround yourself as much as you can with these people, because it can also benefit both of you guys. If you hang out with another content creator, you guys can both shoot content, you guys can both get your brand deals in, you guys can both motivate yourselves, put together a little vision board of the person you want to be, the goals you want, brands you want to work with, whatever it is, the industry that you are in. Try to hang out with people that are like that, because not only are they going to motivate you, but you guys can work towards your goals together. And I don't know about you, but some people like to have somebody by their side when it comes to doing these things. Personally, I would love to have like another content creator friend that we can bounce ideas off of each other, obviously not steal each other's content, but I would love to have another content creator friend who is also in the same industry as me, and we can both work towards our goals together. Like, that is just so fun, and it can be really hard to find that nowadays. So if you can find that like group of girls or that group of people that are also working towards what you want to work towards, that is literally perfect, because you guys are always going to be motivated, you guys are always going to want to be working. That doesn't mean that you can't have fun every once in a while, because again, I have some days where I'm just like, I don't want to do anything related to social media. I don't even want to be on my phone. I either just want to read a book, or I just want to go out and like grab pliables with my friends. That's like so New Jersey of me. Like, I just love getting acai bowls. But like going and just grabbing food, or just being with your friends and just making TikToks all night, learning TikTok dances, like literally just having fun, and you know, having your group of friends for certain things is so important. If you are surrounded by people who make fun of the kind of people you want to be, like for example, if you have a group of friends who are like, oh, content creators are so cringy, or like, I can't believe this girl thinks she's an influencer, like if you hang around people like that, you're just never gonna be where you want to be. Like, definitely just find those people that are gonna motivate you, that are gonna get you to where you want to be. And again, it's not about using them, it's not about not having fun, but you will just become so much more motivated when you are around these kinds of people. And lastly, tip number 5 is just rip off the bandage and start posting content. If you never start and just make that one post, it is going to be so much harder for you to eventually find the courage to do it, because you're going to keep making excuses for yourself. For example, when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I put it off for the longest time because I was like, people are going to make fun of me, people are going to say this, people are going to say that. A year ago, I decided when I got a new phone, I was like, I'm just going to make some videos. Because of storage wise, I wasn't really able to continue my channel making it on my phone. I knew eventually I was gonna have to invest in a camera, and I finally did, but because of certain circumstances and things, like, I put it off for the longest time because again, I was embarrassed. I was like, people are gonna make fun of me, and I'm really afraid of that. And I will never forget the feeling of when I first posted like my very first like Instagram pictures, where I was like, I want to be a blogger, like I want to be this kind of girl. Like, I will never forget that feeling. It was so scary because again, I didn't want to be perceived a certain way by my friends. I didn't want to be perceived a certain way by people who like I knew in my town and were gonna be like, this girl's so embarrassing, like what is she doing? Like, I was like, I don't want to be seen that way. But at the end of the day, you cannot control how other people see you. You can't control what people are going to think, what they're going to say, their opinions, what they think in their mind. If they're sending your post to their friends, like, we can't control any of that. We can only control ourselves, our mind, our thoughts, our happiness, and our future. Like, we just have to think about moving forward and what's in front of us and what can happen. If you will take anything from this video, it is that start posting that content you want online. Start going towards your dreams, start going towards your goals, because if you don't make that first step, and if you don't just rip the bandage off and just do it and just make that first post and make that first TikTok, you're never gonna do it, because you're gonna keep making excuses for yourself. And again, I was that girl who was so scared of people judging me, and until I started doing these specific tips and just removing people from online and just surrounding myself with certain people and just going full force into what I want to do, I would not even be close to where I am today. When I started 2 years ago, I'm so glad that I did, because now I've learned so much over the past 2 years, and I can share all of this information that I've learned to you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know any other videos you guys want to see, and I will be continuing to do more Vlogmas videos. Love you guys. Bye.